Hey y'all, so I just got a shipment of dresses in from Nigeria. These are really exciting for me because it's my first time ordering from Nigeria. A lot of times I've been dissuaded from buying from Nigeria because the price of shipping is just so high. But now that I'm building my own supply chain and including Nigeria as one of the countries that I want to source from, I got to test the product, right? Okay. So here are the goods. I want to walk you through a couple of things, but I think the main thing at the end is there's only one me. What I realized at the end of this experiment was there's a reason that I am good at what I do, and I have to stop downplaying my own skills. Let me back it up and tell you a story. Okay. So if you've been following closely, you know that I got laid off from my job about a month ago. I had just come back from vacation in Liberia and I had bought a bunch of really beautiful dresses. And that day I was like, I cannot slip into depression. I have got to keep working because I don't think that depression can really hit a moving target. I'm not a doctor, so don't quote me, but that's just my personal life philosophy. So the very next day after I got laid off, I put on one of my dresses that I'd gotten in Liberia and I shot some pictures, shot some content in it. And I made 2 weeks of salary in one day. I truly think God wants me to continue to source and make clothes from West Africa. And I think that's why that was so successful. And these are not dresses that I'm designing and making myself. I feel like I have a good shopping eye as well. So I found this dress, loved it. Loved it so much that my mom took the dress from me while we were in the store. No problem. I made myself another one, sold that. And to date, I have sold 25 of those dresses, so I'm really proud of myself. Now, we sold so many of those dresses that the fabric, it's this soft adire that they make in Nigeria. Well, all of the vendors in Liberia sold out of the fabric. So I was like, okay, you can't keep selling this dress if you don't have the material, so go get the material. So I reached out to my cousin who connected me to a shopper in Nigeria. And the very next day, I was literally on a 5 a.m. WhatsApp call picking pieces of fabric from the source. So that's how we got here. Now, I had her pick some fabric, and my big goal was for her to just ship the fabric to Liberia. I figure we can solve the supply chain issue. I can become my own supplier. Bombshells are number one in the world. Y'all get the best, period. So if I buy my own fabric and import it myself, then my clients get first picks. We don't have to worry about other people, right? So while we're doing that and shipping the fabric, this shopper is like, Ma, we can make those same dresses here. I mean, these are Nigerian styles. So I said, okay, let's test it with a few pieces. So I bought some dresses from some local Nigerian designers because I wanted to see what the local talent has in store. But then I also had my new employee, my new Nigeria coordinator, have some people that she referred make some dresses. So I'm going to show you the dresses that I bought from the Nigerian designers, the dresses that my coordinator commissioned for me, and I'm going to tell you why all of them need work. Especially as I aim to expand and just be that girl that is sourcing beautiful pieces for everybody across West Africa, quality and maintaining the style and maintaining everything is so key to me. So as I go through these, I'm gonna let you know what I think. And I want to hear from you in the comments. Tell me what you think of the things as I put them on. Okay, first one. Okay, so a high priority on my list was to find a designer who could recreate the same dress that was selling like hotcakes for me. Let's talk about the price difference for manufacturing. Liberia is significantly more expensive than Nigeria, okay? So already the fabric that I buy in Nigeria costs about a third of the price as what it costs when I purchase it in Liberia, okay? So we needed to save money on that end. That's why I'm importing the fabric. But then on the dressmaking side of things, it's also about half the price to produce it in Nigeria as it is in Liberia. So long term, it just makes sense for me to try to source the entire garment in Nigeria. The problem is, to be honest with you, I don't think this dressmaker made the dress to the standard of quality that I was seeing in Liberia. Having said that, I've only tried one maker so far, so we'll see. But for right now, I'm sticking with Liberia for this dress. This is the caftan that has been so popular with the drawstring down the middle. Let me clip this mic so I can do all the tying. So you can see it starts out very long, right? Super long. Even though I told her my long length is 57, this is for sure 62. So let's start with, they did not care about the measurements I sent them. and that's okay, I guess. I'd rather have it be too long than too short any day because I can always cut it. And I'm going to have to because I'm going to show you. Look at all. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. There's just so many loose threads. It's as if like she got to the end of the stitch, as like pulled it and didn't trim any threads. Second thing about this is this big purple line. Basically where the batik ended, she didn't cut that to give it a clean finish. Now, my mom actually really likes it. I do not, but I'm gonna ask. It's a personal preference thing. So here's the dress, just nothing tied. First thing that we're gonna wanna tie is this drawstring in the front. Tying the drawstring in the front just makes the dress shorter. Really, it gives it kind of a cute look. This soft cloth, this particular one is like a more crepe material, so it really does drawstring very easily. Okay, I'm gonna just tie it here in a cute bow. I do feel like the bow is like mad long, but okay. I do think my boobs look good in this dress. I like the way it falls on my cleavage. I think there's something about this crepe material that really sits beautifully on the body. Okay, so now we've done the drawstring. On the dress, you can see that it makes the front shorter, which is great. It's a caftan, but there's still a cut to it, so it doesn't look like you're just wearing any kind of old house gown. And when I have the drawstring, I'm not stepping over the dress. I'm calling it a caftan. In Nigeria, they're calling them boo-boos. I think that word is related to muumuu, and I don't like either word. By all means, call it what you want to call it, but something about saying caftan feels more luxury, and I think that these are pieces of art. Each piece of material is hand dyed, therefore making it wearable art. So I'm gonna call it a kaftan because it just feels a little bit more elevated, but I'm not knocking anybody for their names. That's just what I'm gonna call it. So we've tied front drawstring. Now I'm gonna give myself the waist definition by tying the string that's inside the dress. This is the string that's inside the dress. I'm gonna tie it around the back. It is supposed to be at my waist, but we'll get to that in a second. Let there be waist. Can you see the body outline? The body yada yada outline? Oh, can you see that? Can you see that? You see? Now, the waist tie is supposed to be up here, but it's down here. And as a result, it's showing my outline in a way that I've not gotten in any other dress like this before. So that's definitely a positive. This is gonna serve as some good research as to where do they need to put the rope at the waist, because all the other ones have been kind of higher by maybe 2 inches, not much higher. But I think that putting the rope in the right place will accentuate your body. It's really like make or break depending on your figure. I always thought the rope should go at the smallest part of the waist, but right now it's kind of sitting on top of my hip bone, which is giving me a little bit more of a flattering look. Here's this dress. My overall review on it, I love the crepe fabric. They're totally doing roof work right now. Don't you guys know I'm filming a multi-million-dollar show? Okay, I love the way the crepe lays on my body. I love the placement of the waist tie inside, right? As far as did they do a good job of making the style to my specifications? Not necessarily, because I sent them a proper measurement of where from the shoulder seam the waist tie should be, but they did their own thing. But luckily for me, sometimes it just works out that way. Sometimes things work better than you ever planned. The other thing they didn't pay attention to for me is the finishings. There's a lot of loose thread. I think she thought it was a style choice or design to have this purple on the bottom. For me, I don't like it. My mom likes it. She did tell me to try it on with like a purple heel. Let's see. No, this purple is it's not the right shade of purple. You know, it's a kind of a hit and miss thing. Overall, it's a pretty dress, but it may not be the one. Let's put on the next dress. Okay, this is dress number 2. I have to say, out of all the dresses I ordered, this is probably my least favorite. I had higher hopes for it, right? Definitely wanted a short dress. So this is a little mini caftan, still got the waist tie, but a couple of things really make this not amazing. So first thing, this is one that I got from like a reputable boutique. Now, having said that, I've not been to Nigeria in years, so reputable, maybe I'm judging reputation based on Instagram followings, and giving it the title reputable, but there's no way I wouldn't sell this to my clients. Let me explain why. No shade, but first things first, the waistband is way up here. I gave her my half length measurements, so that waistband should have been lower, right? So it's doing nothing for my body. This dress is tied in the back. It might as well, you see, it might as well not be because it's not doing anything, but you see a dent from where the waist tie is. So just because the dress is short doesn't mean my torso is shorter. I just wanted a mini dress. I think it's super fun in theory. She got the length right. She did not get the half length right. I think it needs about 2 or 3 more inches down on the half length. I wanted something that I could wear out just like to be fun and for the summer, you know? I also thought I would really love this fabric. I chose this fabric because I love a teal and I know my clients really love the blues. So when I'm searching for samples, I'm always looking for things that I would be able to sell after I shoot it. So I was like, my clients really love the blues. I'm going to choose this teal. Well, the teal in this short style without the waist tie kind of looks like a hospital scrub. Like it's a boy. The biggest problem too, I'm going to show you. You see my V-neck? It's crooked. Instead of the V outline going straight down, it kind of curves. That's a very easy thing that you could have seen and fixed. It's the thread they use to stitch it with is black or gray. It's not blue, which that's another thing that I don't love doing. I stitch everything with thread the same color as the dress at Bombchel, but to each their own. Designers can do whatever they want to do. But if you're going to use a thread that I can see on the dress, at least make sure your lines are straight. How are you going to have a crooked line? What am I going to look like stepping out and telling people, like I sell dresses at a good price point. I could never sell something with a crooked line. So a lot of issues on this dress. I'm going to take it to the alterations place, get this rope moved down. I'm going to open this neck up a little bit more so that they can line the neck up better. So I don't mind having a deeper V. And after that, it'll be really cute. It's coming up in the back. So I don't know. I think I've got to recommend this dress for a client with a little less ass than me. We'll see how moving the rope changes the structure of the dress. Okay, that's dress number 2. Get ready for dress number 3. Here's dress number 3. Super cute. It is a replica of dress number 2. The same seamstress who made dress number 1 made dress number 3. Do all the numbers make sense for you? So oftentimes I design samples and I will have multiple people recreate the piece. I want to see if you are good at following instructions exactly. I want to be able to sell you a medium dress now, and then I can sell you that same medium and it fits you the same way 2 years from now, right? We create patterns, we do a lot of things, and we try to keep everything as standard as possible. So when I got dress number 2 back, the green dress, let's just remind you, when I got this dress back, and because I was like, it's just cheaper if I just have you copy this, just so I can see what your skills are, it's kind of a test to join my team. And I will say, this dressmaker definitely failed. First things first, even though I didn't like where the waist tie was on that first dress, it's not in the same place on this second dress. So it's basically, you looked at it, you're like, oh, it needs a waist tie, but you didn't take the time to measure the distance between the shoulder and the waist tie to put it in the same place. I would respect it if I had 2 dresses where the waist tie was in the same wrong place, okay? Then, I don't know if you can tell, the dress hangs longer on this side than it does on this side. So you looked at your dress and was like, that's not it. And you still sent it to me as if it was done. And then another thing that I hate. Why are you sewing such a bright fabric with black thread? Can y'all see that black thread? Let me open. Do y'all see all that black thread in this bright orange dress? Like, white thread makes sense. Why would you do this? That's laziness. I didn't want to rethread the machine. And I think that is a very basic thing. If you want me to pay you, at the very least, do your best, put your best out there. At the neck, I can't tell if this is a V-neck or a round neck, but it doesn't lay flat. This is what I'll say. The dressmaker at the store, she doesn't even have tags in her clothes. That's my thing. Branding is so key and so important. She lined the neckline with the white trim so that it can lay flat. So this isn't laying flat because she just rolled it in and sewed it. She used yellow thread here, so I don't know why she wouldn't overlock the edges with yellow thread. These are all the technical things that I look for. This is why I am so good at what I do, why you know you can get a good quality dress from me. Because this, as it is, I can't send it to anybody. Oh, the last thing. This is very tight on my hips. I think really and truly, like, she got rid of about like 6 inches of width. So this would only fit my size or smaller. This wouldn't fit anybody bigger than me for sure. And the length, again, you see the length. It's a cute length, but it's longer. So somebody who's taller, this will be a good mini for them. So as much as I love this sunny color, I cannot wear this dress as is and I can't sell it as is. So it's gonna go for alterations. We're gonna see what we can do about this. The fact that on the two sides, it's just like, it's so different. Like I can't believe it. It's so unacceptable. I literally just can't believe she sent it to me. The fabric is so pretty and so bright that I'm definitely going to transform this dress into something fantastic because we can't waste this. Overall, if the test was for her to copy the gown and show me that she would be able to handle recreating patterns, then it's definitely giving, it's a D. It's a D. And the only reason it's not an F is because I can tell what dress it was she was trying to recreate. So, all right, that was dress number 3. So far, I'm not in love with any of my mini caftans, but it doesn't have to be that way forever. I know what I need to do in order to fix these dresses. And so I'm going to do that. Okay, dress 4, coming right up. Okay, this is dress number 4, and it's insane. This fabric is my favorite of all the fabrics. Just look at it. Okay, I need to hook the neck. It's got a hook eye closure. So this dress, while I do this, was designed by the same person who made dress number 2, the more reputable boutique. And by reputable, I just mean Instagram followers, right? Am I not gonna be able to get this? Okay. All right, we got it. And look at the girls. Yes. Oh, I love a little keyhole. Give me a little preview, honey. This gown, I did tell her my long length is 57 or 58, and this is very much 63. I don't know why nobody gives a fuck about my height. I tried, I told them. But again, I would prefer it to be longer than shorter. So it's cool. I've gotten it here. I'm gonna take it with the heels that I wanna wear with it to get altered, and it's gonna be a perfect height for me. Let me put my shoes on while I show you how beautiful this fabric is. Do you see that? You see that? Beautiful. Gosh, it's so good. The thing that makes me so sad is that all of the fabric pieces are one of a kind. And I feel like for me to really get to the next level, I'm gonna have to figure out how to invest in making several yards of the fabrics that I really want to have so that I can make 20 of any one kind of dress. Now, your girl hates having inventory. Inventory is the most expensive cost to any business owner, especially a retail business owner. But when you see things like this, I mean, this is just, wow. Imagine me walking into somebody's church like this. I ain't even been to church in years, but I'm gonna go to church just to wear this. You see my dress? My dress? I love this dress. It's so good. I put on the heel, it's still very long.
You need to earn it.
I mean, I'm like my mom. I wear rumpled clothes like my mom. Just kidding. Maybe. God, it's such a good fabric. All I can think right now is I really got to figure out a way I've got to buy the plain fabric. I've got to have them make hundreds of yards in the same thing so that we can grow. Because if not, then I will forever be, here's what the fabric options are. Pick your one, pick your one, pick your one. And there's no scaling in, I have to be the person. Like, this has been cute. Yes. I've made enough money for myself, but there's really no scaling if I have to. Yeah, that's why I have to go to Nigeria myself.
If you can figure out how to scale, that's the game changer.
That is the game changer.
That's a beautiful dress. It's very well sewn.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all those stitches around there and there.
Especially since, I love that they use that color thread, but that could be tricky because if they jump, if the thread jump, you can see it.
It's very well made. How do you scale it, right?
Yeah. I know. It's the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so crazy because it's like part of me wants to hem this dress, but the other part of me knows as soon as I post this video, I'm going to sell this dress. One of my clients is going to buy this dress before I get to even wear it. And anyways, look, lucky for me, I know exactly where I got it from. I can get another one, but you've seen how inconsistent everything is. I don't know if the next one will be as beautiful, but anyways, I love my clients more than I love myself. So body yaddy yaddy, y'all see it. You see the shape. I'm telling you, I never thought that I would have body yaddy yaddy in a caftan. What? Okay, for this dress, there are almost no notes except for number one, she didn't pay attention to my height request, but I don't care about that. Only other thing is to overlock it, she used white thread, and I think that makes it look less luxury. I would have overlocked this with something eggplant or even something gold, like the same like for the trim, but probably eggplant is what I would have chosen. I like my overlock. I really like for my overlock to disappear into the dress. That is my rule of thumb. Okay, on to the last dress, dress number 5. Okay, as the sun sets, I'm going to talk about my last dress. This was made by the same seamstress who made dresses 1 and 3, okay? I know that's crazy that I just did 2. Okay, 1 and 3. She made number 5. Okay, this was a replica, supposed to be a replica of dress number 4. A couple of notes, okay? Again, she did what she wanted to do. The length on this dress is not the same as the dress that she was meant to be copying. Y'all saw that the last dress had a hook eye closure. This one has this tie, which again, I'm honestly not super mad at. It's kind of cute. It makes it a little feminine. It just gives it a different sort of style. This neck, this keyhole, has the lining tape under it. It doesn't sit as beautifully and flawlessly as the last one. And you guys, the most egregious error of them all, she forgot the waistband. So this is literally just a wide caftan. Now I will say this, my mom said, it's still a very pretty wide caftan. This is probably just the exact appropriate length, like my toes, you can see my feet. This is probably the ideal length of a caftan for me, but if I'm asking you to copy just so that I could see your skills, right? This is your test. You didn't do it right because you left off elements. Like, what are we doing? But this fabric is so good. It's so lightweight. One thing I will say, right? Because we're talking about the consistency in Nigeria. We need to figure out a way to standardize this fabric. One dress is made of crepe. Another is a thin cotton. Another one has a slight texture to it, but it's also a cotton. They all can take dyes. One is a little bit shinier. I love the shinier fabric. And so I think if I go on to source yards of fabric, I'm going to want the shiny ones. The best batiking I've seen as I've traveled, honestly, there is one batik maker in Ghana that I love so much. Her patterns look so nice and rich. So I probably would buy a roll of fabric, get it to her, let her do that, and then let them ship that fabric to Liberia and let them make the dresses that I like. This is how I know I am the supply chain girl, and this is how I will create dresses that nobody else will be able to make, is because I know the best vendors for everything across the region. So far, even though they make the fabric in Nigeria, I think that is the thing they're nailing. I also have dresses coming from 3 more vendors, so you're gonna get more videos like this from me. I'm hoping that I can find somebody that I can do wholesale business with. I don't want to recreate these dresses. I just want to wholesale dresses from Nigerian makers. Maybe they're white labeled, but I need to be able to trust the standard. I think that in Africa, we talk about copying. But for me, what I'm trying to do is not have to be the one that produces everything that gets sold. I'm not the best at everything. I'm good at what I know how to do. And part of that is having an eye for who else is better than me at different things. That's how you build a business, right? You want to make sure that everybody on your team is super strong. So I love this style of dress. I think that the original maker of it did a beautiful job making that dress. So if I want to sell that dress, I'm going to go straight to her. I'm going to pick my own fabric, or I'm going to choose some of her fabrics because I'm 50-50 on her fabrics, but I'm going to go straight to her and allow her to make those dresses for me to sell. Okay, the young lady in Nigeria that was found through my shopper, I don't think that there's a future of us working together, but I think that there were some good moments. But in truth, I wouldn't be able to trust anything that I got from her. I wouldn't be able to trust a shipment of 20 dresses to be exactly the specs that I need them to be. Having said that, we're not going to give up this dress. I mean, I might sell it, yes, but I'm going to get a piece of fabric, put in here at the good waist, the perfect positioning, and turn it into a gown that's as beautiful as that first one. We're going to fix this dress and we're either going to sell it or we're going to keep it. I mean, the fabric is beautiful. My mom said just with the keyhole and just the way that it is, somebody might want to buy it just as it is. But I want my clients to all have that versatility option. because the strings are inside the dress. If you don't want to tie the strings, you don't have to. But when you're ready to do it, you can do it. So that's why this dress is also going to get some work done. So that concludes my dress haul from Nigeria. This is just my first dress haul from Nigeria. I'm really proud of myself. There were a lot of wins in here. Number one, the fact that I was able to source a lot of this fabric myself. I mean, I'm just so proud and grateful. The fact that there are 3 different textures of fabric here gave me some knowledge and information that I need to know as I try to expand. And the fact that these styles were so beautiful with workmanship, hits and misses, it gives me a lot of things to look for. Something else I want to say specifically to my Liberians. A lot of times we look around other places in Africa, specifically Nigeria, and we see them as the gold standard. I will tell you this, none of these dresses that I put on today were made any better than anything that I bought when I was in Liberia a couple weeks ago. I think something that I'm learning for myself too is you have everything that it takes. You just have to take your time and do it. And so I'm really grateful that I bought these dresses from these different makers in Nigeria. And I know that Nigeria is massive, right? And that's why I've bought from 5 different makers in Nigeria just to see what the differences are. Different price points, different quality levels, different designs, aesthetics. I'm so grateful that I did that because I'm going to find the best of the best in every country, and that's who's going to serve my clients here in the States. As somebody who made dresses myself, I often compare myself to dressmakers in Nigeria. Maybe I wasn't good enough. Maybe I wasn't seeing the kind of customers, all that other stuff. You are good enough. Whatever your skills are, whatever God has blessed you with, you stick with that because God is going to run you down to find a way to keep you going on the path to your purpose. Okay, I'll say that for me. I literally have more money in my bank account now after having been laid off just from selling dresses than I did the whole time I was working my corporate job. God said, you're actually getting too comfortable getting a paycheck and I'm going to shake things up for you. And now I'm back in the flow of things. And so I don't know where this journey is going to lead me, but I'm really excited for it because I know I'm not done yet. Okay, so I'll see you on the next video. It's probably going to be some amazing other outfits. I can't wait to I'm just very grateful for the opportunity to show you guys all of these things. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Oh my God, subscribe, follow my journey, follow along with my journey as I continue to put money into the pockets of African women and show the world that luxury items are coming out of Africa. If you didn't know, then you're behind and now you know. So please like, comment, subscribe, follow along on this journey. I'm so grateful to do this work. All right, see you in the next video. I love you. Bye.